Alright, so in this video we're checking out the HIBOY ECOM 14 electric scooter. So the 14 stands for the 14-inch tires on the scooter, pneumatic tires on this one, and we got some mag wheels. Comes with a 48 volt 10 amp hour battery here in the deck. Pretty wide deck, as you can see here, and they're saying about a range up to 31 miles, and it's going to be in the, I think, the middle speed setting. I'll show you that here in a second. Got a 450 watt rear hub motor, and this does go up to 22 miles per hour. Got an adjustable seat height over here, as well as an adjustable handlebar height. So the scooter does fold down partially. You can obviously collapse down the handlebar, lower the height, and you can fold down the handlebar here and also lower the seat, and that's about as small as it gets. It doesn't fold anywhere else. The seat is removable, as well as the rear basket and the basket holder. So if you don't want any of that stuff, you want to just ride it standing up, you can do that, of course, because you can raise up the height of the handlebar. The basket here is collapsible, so you can fold it down. The bag that's in here is not included. That's just my camera stuff's inside that bag. You have a rear metal fender along with a brake light, and you have a front fender here with a front headlight. The rear brake is a disc brake with a 160 millimeter rotor, and the front brake here is a drum brake. Overall, the scooter weighs about 48.5 pounds, I believe, and it is capable of carrying riders up to 220 pounds. Frame construction is very solid, pretty clean welds everywhere, and a fairly nice paint finish. So look at the handlebar, pretty standard, generic rubber grip here. Got your brake levers, got a bell, got your bike controller here, your right brake lever, and you have a thumb throttle. Go ahead and turn on the bike, just long press here. Got your speed level here, and your battery level, and your speedometer, and goes from 0, no throttle. I think 1 is like 9 miles an hour, 2 I believe is 16 miles an hour, and 3 should be 22 miles an hour, but I'll show you that here in the speed and riding test. A couple of notes here on the shipping and assembly of the scooter. Came very well packed. It's about 90% assembled. You have to put the seat on, attach the front handlebar and the front wheel. And I highly recommend looking over the diagrams in the manual for assembling the front wheel. It's a little bit tricky, but after you look at the diagrams, read the instructions, it's not too bad. Alright, so starting off in level 1. Right away, jumps up to 9 miles an hour. Let's go level 2. And we're at 15 miles an hour. Alright. Level 3. 19, 20, 21, 22. And yeah, that's the max speed, 22 miles an hour on this scooter. But if you want to extend your range to the max range, you want to be in level 2, and that's going to give you around 16 miles an hour. So even though there's no front suspension or rear suspension, the scooter seems very stable and seems to handle bumps no problem. I'm on a seat, but the seat's pretty comfortable. It's got no suspension either. So we're gonna go on some grass here. So yeah, there's no suspension on this one, so I wouldn't recommend taking this off-road. but it can go over the grass no problem. It's got a 450 watt hub motor, so it's got plenty of power, at least on level surfaces, and I think you can go up to inclines up to 15 degrees. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this for off-roading. While the seat is cushy and comfortable, there's no suspension or seat suspension on this one, so you're not going to be able to last too long on it on this sort of setup. I would stick to streets and sidewalks. Let's do a quick brake test. So mechanical disc brakes, they're all right. That's probably why they limit the speed to 22 miles an hour. So I think the scooter is going to be for mostly people that are using it for commuting, maybe college campus, or if you happen to live near your workplace, going back and forth to your place of work. It is somewhat portable, but there are a lot of other scooters that are more transportable than this one, so I would recommend something smaller, lighter. But if you want something a little bit bigger tires, and you're not going to be transporting it in a car, this is going to be fine. Going back and forth from, like, you know, work to home. So I'm not sure if it's going to come out in the video audio or not. The motor is pretty noisy, especially for a 450 watt motor, especially if you're going full throttle. But once you get up to speed, the motor whine does come down, so it's not as loud. Yeah, overall the scooter feels very solid, really well built. I hardly hear any rattles or anything. Even the wire basket in the back doesn't make a lot of noise. Yeah, if I was using this in like a city environment, urban environment, I feel like I have a lot of confidence that this scooter would get me where I need to go. Anyway, definitely a scooter worth checking out. They'll be linked down in the video description if you guys want to check it out. That'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.